Episode 64. It's not Friday, it's Wednesday night. And I felt compelled to sit down and do this video because it's every time I do these videos, I make sure I stress to you guys that my goal is to try and be like the conscience of the sneaker community. I mean, I'm not there yet. Enough people don't know me. Now, on the downside of that is that a lot of the information that I write is not read because people don't come to the website as often as they go to a complex website or a hype beast website or any of these big platforms. So what typically happens is we get a voice in the community, and that voice becomes the voice of the community in regard to things that are professional. Right now, or for the last whatever years, Matt Powell has been the voice of reason or the voice of data in regard to his company, NPD, and the information that they provide in regard to sportswear. Now, if I'm going to continuously say that I'm trying to make the sneaker community smarter and we're trying to become bosses in this and we want to become more engaged and we want to be, a part of the culture in a greater way, then it's up to people like me to challenge the status quo. It doesn't matter if someone has data. What matters is the way that data is presented. And the first thing that should be done when someone gives you data or gives you information, you should ask questions. That means that you should sit down and say, well, why is the data reading that way? Or why is this happening in the footwear industry? Or if you're in the flipping the houses business, whatever it is, whatever industry it is, it doesn't just have to be sneakers. You should be asking the question, why or how? Now, Matt Powell gave out this information that Jordan brand fell to number 3 behind Adidas. Every outlet across the country has run with the clickbait ad, Adidas jumps over Jordan, or Yeezy jumped the Jumpman. Yeah. Everybody's passing this information off and no one's asking the question, why? And this is the thing. If you follow the site, and some of you guys, I mean, I'm at 200 subscribers. It's not a lot of people, man. But if you follow the site and you know that I write this stuff all the time and you've been listening for about 2 or 3 years now, and you go back to one of these old videos where I talk about Nike DTC, in order for a company to grow their direct-to-consumer business, someone has to be cut out. When people are stating that Nike or Jordan lost share to Adidas, it's not that Nike lost, and I'm not downing Adidas. Adidas is dope. Adidas does fantastic work. They got great shoes. They're doing a lot of fantastic things. The marketing, I think, is the number one marketing in the business. And that's what's, I'm getting off topic. This is the thing. When people share this information, they're doing everybody a disservice by not analyzing the complete picture. And this is the complete picture. In order for Nike to grow direct to consumer, it's extremely hard to maintain your retail alignment and your retail business when you're trying to reach the consumer yourself. It's like if you have a product and you are selling it to this person so they can sell it to their community, and you decide to say, hey, I'm not giving you this stuff anymore. I'm going to sell it directly on my platform. What do you think happens at retail for that person with your product? The retail sales go down for that product because that retail outlet doesn't get as much stuff anymore. Now, it looks as if, yeah, there's a ton of inventory and Nike's making a lot of stuff, but that's not really the case. Nike has almost 1,000 store locations. Not to mention that Nike's, Nike.com and sneakers gets over 77 million visits every 6 months. The closest retail outlet that gets visits to their website is Foot Locker with all 3 of their platforms, Champs, Kids Foot Locker, Eastbay, 4 of their sites, and Foot Locker. And they are only at 29 million visits every 6 months. Nike is completely dominating their market. The reason Adidas is able to jump over is because Nike is no longer counting on futures, which means that if they're not counting on futures, retail is no longer it's important. Don't get me wrong. It's no longer as important to Nike as Matt Powell is making it out to be, and all of these outlets are making it out to be. Please come to the website. Down here at the bottom, I'm going to put the article down here. You guys need to go and read this stuff, man. And it's important because we want to be smarter. We don't just want to sit here and just be throwing information out, and acting like we know what we're talking about. Nike grew their DTC revenue from 2016 fourth quarter from 7.9 billion, 2017 fourth quarter to 9.1 billion. If Nike is losing, they're doing a damn good job of losing. That's something to think about. Question everything. Let's be smarter. We are the sneaker culture, and let's treat it as such. Respect the culture. AHN, Arts Times House of Kick Network. See you guys on Friday with the real Insider Ties. Peace.